What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today is September the 29th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some hot movers and what big money is focusing on today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data points, don't really have that much today. A lot of Fed speakers. Some hot topics have already started to be, brought up, but so far hasn't really moved or swayed the broader market and the futures. So Dow is up 0.41, S&P 0.54, NASDAQ 0.74. So things are looking pretty a-okay. Fear and greed index is under the neutral category. Most likely, given the momentum today, you'll see it move to the greed. But a lot of the stocks I'm going to be talking on, people's appetite for risk is definitely on the table. Getting right to it, SoFi is up 1.29%. No official news from them, no SEC filings or anything like that. But then again, they like to put out news normally roughly around that 8 a.m. So right before I kind of do these types of videos. But aside from that, 9.36% of the free float is being shorted. So that's what we're going into today with. Shorts recently did increase a little bit. Nothing to be worried about, but I think a lot of what they will do will be more active later in the week, not necessarily today. So most likely today they will just be returning, so not really much activity from them. With it at 28.36 so far during the pre-market, it is trading between this R3 and this R2. So 27.96 will be that key level to really watch for today for SoFi to close above, and it looks like it will be easily done. So again, just kind of watch for that. And if so, then you could see that $30 range hit sometime this week. Moving on, NIO is also getting some good momentum. Nice push today. No official news from them aside from some milestones that was really hit over the weekend, such as 20,000 Firefly, some awards that was done. I've already done a dedicated video about NIO, just kind of talking about some of that. So market is digesting that. It is up 1.85%. Shorts might be a little bit more active. So they've been somehow increasing for whatever reason, but 11.21% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 155 million shares overall are being shorted, with it at 716, trading between this R2 and this R1. So 680 is going to be that next strong support, and then 738 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So lucky to those individuals that did buy the dip on Friday, because it did have a low of 696. And yeah, so far it seems to be really moving higher. So for today, just watch for this R2. I don't know if there'll be enough on the actual table for it to push higher based on just the current momentum. But like I said, just watch for that 738. And then if so, then you could see a retest of that general area that I struggled with, which is 760. Moving on from here, ticker's MLTX. So it is down 87 or 88% during the pre-market, which is rather odd because over the last 5 days, it is up 16.67%. So it was doing fairly well. And then you had this that came out after hours, or I guess during the weekend, which technically I guess in among itself is always a red flag, but this is it. So biotechs aren't really my forte, as I've explained to you in the past, but this is the reason why. They also did a fireside chat or a webcast early this morning, just talking about the results of this, and all of that is causing it to go lower. Shorts, I'm sure they regret kind of returning a little bit, but nonetheless 20.58% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 4.9 million shares overall being shorted. So they recently did return from about 31% short interest to where it is now. Most likely today they might take advantage and actually return quite a lot, so that could actually help the stock price recover a little bit, as weird as that sounds. But nonetheless, I feel like this stock could be a potential good day trade. Just watch for a lot of the hold numbers. It is already well below all the key levels that generally I like to look at. So again, if you're wanting to day trade and whatever else, just watch for the hold numbers. Then again, this could really tank a lot more than what it has. So it all comes down to what they actually said in that webcast. So maybe after I do this video, I'll kind of listen to it and potentially do a little bit of a swing, or unfortunately, I don't think there's any transcripts out just yet. But Again, this one might be one to add to your watch list just for a potential day trade. And then same goes for this, ticker is DWTX. So it is up 51% during the pre-market because of this. Again, biotech, not my favorite. So feel free and just kind of read through this a little bit. So that's exactly why it is moving higher. Not heavily shorted though. So 1.95% of the free floats being shorted works to be 31,000 shares. So they're not going to be that big of a deal for today. With it right now at 830, trading between this pivot and this S1. So 924 is going to be the next strong target / resistance, followed by 758. So kind of just watch for a lot of those. But again, that one will be also another good day trade and swing trade type of opportunity. And then last but not least is ticker STKH. It is up 46% during the pre-market. It is down over the last 1 year though, 95.72%. So this bump up today won't really do all that much, but interestingly enough, there has been no news, no articles, no speculative topics. So as I've explained in previous videos, whenever you see a stock that is down about 95%, that you see these abnormal spikes in the volume, and it's up for no reason, you always want to pop over to dilutiontracker.com just to see if they have any warrants, kind of convertible notes, preferred stock, that type of thing that would cause significant dilution. And you see a lot of warrants and as well convertible notes. So this stock most likely is diluting quite a lot, so you can still make some money off of it if you time it right, but keep in mind this might be just a short-lived type of pump, and you can see that based on these spikes that they are doing these kind of things more and more frequently, and most likely it won't last all too long, so you just have to really time it accurately. And for the shorts, oddly, looks like Ortex isn't giving any percentage right now. Only it looks like 3,000 shares is available to, or is shorted right now, so they're not that big of a deal ultimately. And with it at 625, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So keep in mind when things like this, a stock like this that is kind of moving higher because of dilution, when they turn that off, it tends to just tank. And so just be aware that if you are wanting to dollar cost average, swing trade, or whatever else, just possibly consider looking at a lot of the support levels. But again, that might not necessarily hold that well. So right now, 582 and then 443 is going to be the next strong support levels. 720 and then 806 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. But you never know. Maybe they do put out news that this pump right here is something already well known about the company. But again, just based on that criteria, any stock down like 90+% over the last 1 year, and they have a lot of convertible products, debt, and so forth, it's usually dilution. So again, let me know your thoughts on this one or any of the stocks that I did bring up. Is there any stocks that you were trading today? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon. I put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades, worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.